If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Is my menus glitched? Oh, no, we're in there. Guys, today we have a new evolution to check out. This one actually looks like a very, very saucy one, to be honest with you guys. Like, there's actually a lot of stuff that you could potentially work with, which is a huge W, especially if you are the type of person to go in the sentimental route for some of these cards, because they actually look very, very good in game, okay? So, the evolutions for today is going to be called... Keeping Balance. No, not Keeping Balance. No. That's not it. Growth Spurt, that's the one. Okay. Sometimes I look at the top and I'm like, wait a second, it's this one. But yeah, Growth Spurt is a new one. Guys, Growth Spurt does incredible upgrades. Like, there's going to be so many different options to work with when it comes to this. Like, there's going to be so many different ones. So many. Massive improvements for some of these cards, okay? And you get 2 of them for free. So, W on EA side, L2 guy came in clutch with the content today. L2 guy never comes in clutch for the gameplay, but for the content, mint, you know. This upgrade, let's take a look at what you actually get, okay? So the first one is going to be Incisive Pass, W, to be honest. W playstyle to have. Shooting, dribbling, pace, physical, massive improvements, right? Second one, Technical, massive playstyle to have as well. Huge. Defending, passing, shooting, physical as well. And then the last one, Dead Ball. They even give him a dead ball. That's hilarious, dude. A lot of crazy stuff. So he gets the plus version of Dead Ball, which for certain players could actually be really nice if they actually have free kick capabilities, right? But Dead Ball is definitely a plus. You know, it's a very, very good playstyle to work with. A lot of people's players are going to have this, right? Now, let's take a look at some of the potential options you have to work with. I don't think I have many on my account in particular, but people are going to definitely have some of these cards that went up in price like crazy. It went up in price like crazy for this evolutions because the improvements are just so massive. Like, sometimes when it's a card like Kyle Walker will go extinct because he's like the main upgrade, right? But with these ones, there's many different ones. So if you invested in some of these cards, like, they skyrocketed in price like crazy, okay? So the first one, and forgive me if I don't know the name because I've never seen this guy play for Chelsea yet, right? So I have no idea how he's pronounced. I think he used to play for Southampton during that time period, right? But Lavia, something like that. The improvements on this card is really nice when it comes to usability, okay? Because with Lavia in game, or Lavia, you give him a shadow chemistry style, and this is your CDM, right? The CDM, 91 acceleration, 88 for sprint speed, defensive stats, all, keyword all, in the not mid 90s, high 90s area. This is actually a good CDM to use if his play styles are good. Dead Ball, Bruiser, Incisive Pass, Technical, it's still good. I don't care. Defensive stats massively improved like this, and then, dude, who knows? Maybe he has like a play style improvement in the future. You know what I'm saying? But this card on a shadow chemistry style to boost the pace, to boost the defense, is looking nuts, right? Medium high work rates. This is a card that you're not going to attack with. This is your CDM. If you're playing 4-1-2-2, 4-3-3s, 4-2-3-1s, like, it's a stay back while attacking player. You don't attack with him, right? But it's a player who's 5'11", who has very good dribbling capabilities. Passing is actually in a pretty decent area too. And the physicality of the card is also in a fantastic spot. So this card is an absolutely massive W for the Chelsea fans. If any of the Chelsea fans got this card, who is probably going to be extinct now, 10k, yep, he's extinct. That's how they work, man. That's how they work with these cards. 10k on this bad boy. Bro, imagine trying to do like the first owner stuff and you can't get some of these guys. It'd be crazy, bro. But hey, that's why you always go sentimental, man. Because if you go sentimental and you actually keep cards because you believe that they can get some good upgrades in the future, this is what you get, right? Like, this is a really nice card, man. Very nice card. So W card for that one. I don't know how to pronounce this guy. He was a card that was recently, or not a card, but it was a player that recently played for Man United. Yeah, the usability of this card is nuts as well. Like, it's really good. Really good. The usability is up there. See, L2 guy did the content today because these are the types of players that you need to fit the meta of the game. Like doing an evolution and seeing like 3 months later whether or not you can upgrade, and then seeing if the meta, like, it's such a weird system to do, right? Now, this one is actually a W if you followed evolutions in the correct way, right? Going the sentimental routes, because there are people that if they wanted to improve a card that they think will never get a promo, welcome to evolutions first, golden glow up part 2. People did this. I know people that did this, right? Like a rock into growth spurt part 1, or not part 1, but just 1, right? Because you get 2 of these. Look at the massive improvement you just received, right? This card on a shadow chemistry style, if you play him as a CDM because he's 6 foot tall, as like a cover center only player that could potentially push forward, right? Just to help you on the attack. W, man. Like look at this card, right? The pace is in a great area. His dribbling is in a great area for a midfielder, guys. Okay, what's his body type? Oh, lean body type. What is this? Like Lorente 2.0, basically. This is Lorente 2.0 over here. Look at this. Not Lorente 2.0, because Lorente 2.0, Lorente by himself is, you know, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? The lean body type, the dribbling, passing's in a fantastic area. I mean, listen, technically speaking, if you use him as a center mid in like a 4-3-3, you can give him like a hunter and it would still be pretty usable. The finishing is on the lower side, absolutely, but it's actually a pretty solid card if you actually did all those improvements. So again, another very nice card to get if you went in that direction. Zaire Emery is another one. This guy's like 18 years old. This guy's an absolute monster, but 3-star, 3-star, medium. So, you know, a couple things are a little bit off with the card in regards to skill moves, weak foot, and the height. But if he gets another improvement in the future, kind of crazy, right? Because listen, shadow chemistry style on this bad boy, while providing really good links for your team, is still solid, right? What does this card have, by the way, for playstyles? I didn't actually check. Dead ball, technical, flare, tiki-taka, pings, pass, bruise. Like, that's really nice. For usability, that's nice. Like, you can actually use this card in the higher divisions. It's not bad at all. It's not going to be like the preferred option, but this is what they have to be. Like, it has to be improved by that much. That's actually really nice. Zaire Emery, playstyles wise, dead ball, incisive pass, technical. So he gets like the basic stuff because his card didn't really have anything before. But with Emery in game, guys, you know, shadow chemistry style yet again, it still makes the card incredibly usable, right? Like, you can definitely use this card if you're working with some PSG French players in your squad, whatever it is. He probably went up in price by a lot too, because I can actually see people doing that, yeah. Because that link is the biggest variable to work with, 100%. So that's going to be a really crazy one too. Definitely very, very nice stuff there. De Silva, another card that is basically just a direct upgrade, right? So you didn't need anything before. Like a rock into growth spurt. This card, yet again, if you are in the direction of building a sentimental squad, Brentford with English links. If you're a Brentford fan, massive W. Playstyles in game, he actually has a few decent ones, right? Long ball pass is a W, bruiser's a W, technical's a W, finesse shot just in case he gets into the areas. I mean, listen, technically speaking, if you wanted to use him as your attacking oriented player on a hunter chemistry style, you could totally do that. 100%. The usability is there. So that's actually really solid too. Francis as a center back. Spanish player, La Liga hypermotion, dead ball, slide tackle, bruiser, incisive pass, technical. So no anticipator or anything like that, right? But still looks like a nice card, right? If you're going in the direction again of sentimental, you have a Real Zaragoza team. Shadow chemistry style. This card is actually pretty well formatted except for the composure department, but he also has a 4-star weak foot, right? So a lot of improvements for a card like this that's free, right? Into like a rock, into growth spurt, shadow chemistry style to boost the pace, boost the defending, physical stats also in a fantastic area. Like, this is another nutty card. These are free cards, guys. Like, this is really cool. Like, this is a W evolutions, man. Florenzi's one too, eh? The pace is a little bit on the lower side in comparison. Because shadow chemistry style still puts him in a very, very solid spot. But I really feel like pace is very important in the defensive positions as much as possible. Unless you're Van Dijk, right? Because Van Dijk just has like the craziest defensive animations. But this card on a shadow has really good dribbling stats. Okay, now I'm looking at him differently. Because he actually has some shooting capabilities as well. So a card like this, playing in the center mid position, is totally usable. Because look at his dribbling stats. His dribbling stats is in a fantastic area because you don't necessarily have to use him as a right back starting off. You can play him at right mid. So in game, you can switch to a 4-3-3, use them as a center mid, and the card can actually cook for you there. That's pretty solid, man, because honestly, if you're an AC Milan fan, you have Benacer, Loftus-Cheek, and Florenzi in that midfield setup, or you could just use Florenzi as a right back if you really wanted to, obviously, but the pace will be a little bit of a letdown sometimes. But again, still a really cool card, man. Playstyles, he gets the basic stuff from the actual improvements, but again, definitely looks like a very, very nice card for sure. Let's go to the popular evolution options here, and then go to Growth Spurt Part 1. What else do we have here? So Pereira, 94 defending. He plays for Liverpool. Get him in the Liverpool past and present team, guys. Look, again, sentimental. Look at what this card does for you. Welcome to Evolutions, Like a Rock, Growth Spurt. Any playstyles? This is a good center back. This, medium high? Ooh, very, very nice. Look, this is great for the Uruguayan guys, eh? If the Uruguayan guys are building a team, there's your Uruguayan center back. Boom, right away, man. Shadow chemistry style. Boost the pace. Boost the defense. Physicals in a great area. You can even technically give him an anchor if you wanted to, but I think a shadow might be the more ideal thing for most people. But, dude, anticipate, jockey, bruiser, like he has all the main defensive playstyles as well. I'm curious to see how this card would perform in game, because honestly, those are really, really good improvements. Very, very solid there. What else we got here? So we have Decoure as well. To be fair, people don't really go in the Bundesliga route. You know, truth be told, it has to be said, right? They don't go in this route. But if you did go in this route, a nice card, right? Low, medium work rates. You use him, I would say, mainly in a defensive way. That's how he's set up, right? Play styles. He has only one defensive-oriented playstyle in Bruiser. But he has, like, really good passing capabilities, right? Pinged pass, long ball pass is nice, incisive pass. A couple of decent stuff, right? Shadow chemistry style. The usability is there again, right? If you play a 4-2-3-1, you use him as your left center defensive mid, and you keep him on stay back while attacking. Like, this is nice too. You know, a lot of very good improvements for this card. Like I said, guys, this Evolutions, there is so many different options to work with. It's genuinely insane. Like, there's so many. Like, it's not going to stop. Like, look, Walters, Premier League player from Arsenal. If you did him in the way that the EA intended for you to do Evolutions with cards that are probably never going to get any sort of cards in the future, look at this Arsenal player. Trailblazer center back, detail oriented, like a rock, into Growth Spurt Part 1, shadow chemistry style, base card stats for physical in a good area. You boost the pace to be as high as possible. You could even maybe give him an anchor as well, depending on what you want to do, right? Because 87.91 is still not bad, obviously, because of the physical boost, right? But look at this card. Usability wise is there as well. Look at all the play styles he has, right? Bruiser, chip shot, trickster, acrobatic. He has play styles that it almost makes no sense, you know? Like, it's crazy, man. This is a nice card as well. The dribbling is there. The only thing that's not there is the ball control, which you'd probably feel sometimes. Moving on, guys. Sorry, I had to do some videos, but yeah, man, this one, listen, you know what's really funny about this one is that you can literally go down the entire list and you are consistently gonna get decent options to work with. Not even joking. Like, you are consistently gonna get decent options to work with, depending on what you want to do with your team. Like, all of these guys are good choices, especially if you're going in the sentimental route, right? So let's take a look at some other ones here, right? Like, look at this guy, Portuguese player Totti. This guy would be slotted into my team so quickly, you have no idea, bro. Look at this. Dead ball, slide tackle, incisive pass, technical. Well, unfortunately, he would have to have more evolutions in the future because defenders in this game need play styles for them to be really, really solid most of the times, right? Like, you got some players that still perform really well without them, but most of the times you still need some massive ones, right? But what else we have here, man? We have, dude, look at this. There's so many different cards, bro. Quanza, Liverpool link, dude. Centurion center back, detail oriented, Marauder Growth Spurt, 85 pace. What? Look at this. Shadow chemistry style. Bro, look, he's a lengthy 99 strength. Okay, yeah? Bro, right-footed playstyles. Bro, it's so funny when they give improvements to some of these cards because this guy has no playstyles for defense. I still feel like he'd be very good defensively. Like, he'd still be decent to use, especially if you're building some sort of like Liverpool squad. But yeah, I don't know what's with the lack of playstyles. I think they're trying to make these cards like ultra beasts in the future, right? When they actually start adding those bad boys. Because Quanza, again, like, is Quanza going to get a card in the future? Probably not, because it's wise to choose these cards because he's a bronze player, right? 4,400 coins. 4,400 coins, I don't know why, because if you're going with growth spurts, you can only improve him up until a certain point. Like, because a lot of these don't really exist anymore, right? Like, you would have to kind of like do it during that time period. But yeah, Fosu Menza. Look, it's a pretty good option too, actually. Fosu Menza. I think he's a lengthy as well, eh? That's not bad. His acceleration could be in a better spot. If he had like quick step plus, it'd be a little bit of a helpful thing. But yeah, I mean, if you went in this direction too, it's okay. Okay, for the sentiments. Look at this guy at Dopo. Look at where he was, bro. A bronze? This guy plays for, that's Atalanta, isn't it? Bergamo Calcio. I think that's Atalanta. No, not Atalanta. Bergamo Calcio is Atalanta? It might be, actually. Who's from Atalanta again? I remember like Ilicic and stuff. I can't think of anybody. Didn't Scamacca go there? Ah, okay, so it is Atalanta. Oh, dude. Massive improvements. What do you look like? Medium. Shadow chemistry style. Triple threat attacker. Into radioactive maestro. Into budding starlet. Into growth spurt. That's such a crazy upgrade, man. Oh my goodness gracious. That's pretty solid too, man. Pretty solid too. Zima. Oh my goodness. Look at the sentimental value going on over here, bro. Oh my. If you're a Czech Republic dude. Bruiser at least. He has at least a bruiser. But still, man, the usability is there, bro. These nationalities, guys, they don't get good players in FIFA ever. Like, they just don't, you know? So it's a W for people that actually want to use players that they're probably familiar with, right? He plays for Torino. He's a mostly lengthy player, right? Shadow chemistry style. Like, it's really, really well formatted. It looks like a nice card. Zima. Look, there's just so many different options. It's crazy, bro. Centurion center back, growth spurt, shadow chemistry style, pace boost, controlled explosive. You could technically give him a hunter chemistry style if you wanted to, right? Especially if you're working with like the Cameroon links as well. What else we have here? Deli Alli even has a card. Look at that. Kelly. Look at this guy, Kelly. Center back, 81 pace, mostly lengthy, shadow chemistry style, low acceleration but high sprint speed. The usability is there too. Look at the usability with all these cards. Nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. But for those of you that are new at FIFA or new at EAFC, just be very mindful that a lot of the times when the players don't have a playstyle, they're still sometimes stupid. It depends on the card, because I'll show you guys like a really good example, right? It depends on the card, because Gomez, for instance, like this Joe Gomez card, I have him on the RTG account, right? He actually went down in price probably because of Quanza. But this guy, right? He has like a few decent ones. Like, to be fair, he still has block, he still has slide tackle, right? But before, even when he didn't have upgrades, like, he was actually a pretty decent card to use. So you have to like obviously try them out. But I mean, for most of these types of cards, like Kelly, it's going to be mostly guys that are like Bournemouth fans and stuff like that, to get a link with him, because again, usability wise, massively improved on a card like that. Deli Alli, who, let's be honest, usually has complete trash cards, right? Gets a pretty nice improvement as well. Shadow chemistry style. Is he lengthy? Oh, dude, look at the usability on this. Incredibly usable card, because base card stats for shooting is so high. So high. Wow. Because the key thing here is making him a lengthy player, and that's what he is, right? Because he's 6'2", medium, but playstyles, what do you have? Technical, Flair, Trivella, Insights the Path. Yo, Trivella's a W. If you use him as like a right center mid, like, that's really nice. Solid card as well. Fernandes for the Bundesliga. I don't look into Bundesliga too much, but like he does have 94 defense by default, right? Like that's pretty crazy as well. Sar center mid for the Spurs guys. Welcome to Evolutions, like a rock, growth spurts part 1, shadow chemistry style. He's a controlled player, but still the usability is there, right? Like a very nice card as well. It obviously could use some improvements in the future as well, but like still looks very nice. Alessandrini as an attacker, eh? Gotta love that. I think this might be Lewis's best card because he finally has like the massive improvements on the card. Silvered like a rock, growth spur. What was the other ones? There's like these ones like pitch commander and stuff, but look at the difference. You see the difference? Like it has like physical, but like dude, it's gonna be like a quick and agile type player at 5'9" high medium, so you gotta boost those certain areas anyways. Now he has a pretty decent card. Look, on a shadow chemistry style, this is actually pretty decent to use. Got some female players as well. Look, another Arsenal player. Net might do this one, who knows? High work rates, shadow chemistry style makes her a good center mid. Look at this, right? High work rates, right footed. She's female, so the dribbling is gonna be significantly better, right? The shooting's in a good area, passing's in a good area, play styles. She gets the basic stuff, but usability is there as well. Tanganga isn't Tanganga lengthy? I'm pretty sure he is. Only on a anchor probably. No, this might be incorrect because he has 80 agility with 92 strength, so that's controlled as is not correct. Shadow chemistry style though, nice boost on the card as well. You can actually use him as a center back with medium high work rates. Again, another W. Look at this card. Bruiser, slide tackle. You know, he's got a few things to work with there too. Bacetic gets one too. From radioactive maestro into growth spurt. Shadow chemistry style. A solid CDM, right? I even mentioned in the other video because there's one where they changed his work rates. I think it's this one though. Radioactive maestro? No, there is one that gave a high work rate, and I think that ruins this card because it's not meant for that, you know? Shadow chemistry style to boost the pace, boost the defense. Very solid card as well. Like, there's guys, look, there's so many options. Like, just look at this, bro. Look at all the options that you have here. Chelsea players in there, Liverpool players. Balotelli just randomly chilling in there. Look at the massive improvement on that for the Italian guys who just want to just mess around, bro. Should have given him 5-star skills just for the heck of it, you know? It's not even to say like, oh, I'm trying to see like a big player. Like there's many players that you can go with, guys. Many. There's so many different options. Growth spurt, absolute W evolutions, a lot of crazy stuff to work with, guys. Listen, I always tell you guys this all the time, right? But once this gets updated, right? Because don't do it right away, you know, because always look for specific cards first, right? Make sure that you guys go over here to Easy SBC, very solid website to kind of see what they're all like with all the evolutions. Once they have it updated with the growth spurt, you'll be able to see it with some other evolutions as well, okay? So be a little bit patient. When this website gets updated, you can kind of like check it out, right? And then go from there, because this growth spurts one is a massive look at this guy, bro. What am I even looking at with this card? Look at this. Founder upgrade. Look at this. You can get some really good improvements, guys. So make sure that you look into a lot of these cards, okay? Because there's a lot of really cool players here. All right, so when growth spurt gets updated, check it out, guys. It'll be nice for you. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.